Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
right, 30 all night long. Let's go.
Welcome, everybody, to Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Live on YouTube. We are back after a few weeks of being off. And we are here for this one between Dennis-Yarmouth and Nauset High School. Jim McCabe here with you on the play-by-play for this one. DY has only won once this season. They're 1-13-2 and 0-5 in conference play. And of course, that's the Atlantic Coast League. Nauset, things have gone a little bit better for them this season, and you've seen them multiple times on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Still very much in contention for a postseason bid in the MIAA, competing in Division II, 7-7 overall, and the second time that these two teams are playing. I don't have a lot of stats for DY, and by don't have a lot, I mean I don't have any. And I apologize for that, but let's at least tell you that the starting goaltender for DY all the way down on the other end of the ice is going to be Connor Medeiros. This is the second time that we have seen Dennis-Yarmouth this season on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. And for those that have watched us broadcast the Nauset games, you know that it's Chase Holm in net, because it's always Chase Holm in net. Strong backstop for Nauset. And so we are underway here at Charles Moore Arena in Orleans. Thanks for being with us on a Wednesday night. It is Ocean Fancy picking this puck up and skating into the neutral zone, running into several Dennis-Yarmouth players, and it's shoveled into the Nauset zone by DY's Trevor Luke. Dennis-Yarmouth, DY will refer to them as both of those things. And of course, they are the team nicknamed the Dolphins. Up here in the corner of Charles Moore Arena, there's
Go, Ryan!
Nauset people to my right, Nauset people to my left. It is brought right up the middle by Miles Walther. He gets right to the net! And that one would not go. Miles Walther cut right on through, but could not finish. And that's how we start things off. So the last time and only other time these two teams did play came back on January 21st. It was a 6-0 win for Nauset, and it was the first ever Codfish Cup. A penalty was called against Dennis-Yarmouth, and that was on Tom Julian. And so we have our first power play of the game pretty early on. Hooking was the call against Julian as play went on, and perhaps Julian was one of those players that was close to Miles Walther and may have gotten involved there. But here is the puck being lugged ahead shorthanded by Josh Benoit. Finally knocked off his stick and then cleared out of the Nauset zone. It is sent back in, delayed offside, very brief, as Benoit was able to tag up. And Ocean Fancy passes through the neutral zone, but it's disrupted by Benoit again. Benoit will slap it, and a hard slap shot. The puck was on its edge a little bit, got all of it, and it hit the end boards. You at least heard the force with which it hit the boards, but was not a shot on goal. Clear attempt would not go from Cam Hull.
Come on!
Played alongside by DY. Again, shorthanded. It filters on through. Just wide after Trevor Luke was in front. The shot was taken by the man at the point. Got most of the DY numbers correct, but I think there's a few that are not. And perhaps number 7 is one of them. Player that shot that. Look through my receipts and other things in my pocket to find the little player card that head coach Lou Birdie gave me for DY. A pass goes on through from Ryan Redahan. Power play continues for about another 10 seconds for Nauset. Back to even strength. Now this is Shane Silva. Silva up the wing. We'll just get rid of it. And it goes around in the DY zone. Noah Clark will shoot. It's blocked. And it's cleared by the Dolphins. And this rolling disc on its edge all the way down to Chase Holm. Play to the near side by Noah Clark. And John Purcell ran into some trouble. But no matter, it's Walther getting it out to Shane Silva. Silva will just offload it from the blue line. It'll go to the possession of Dennis-Yarmouth. And it will be advanced out. And now it's Nauset recontrolling. It's Ocean Fancy playing it ahead off of a couple of DY sticks. And now here's Josh Benoit. Passes to the near side. Out of the reach of Trevor Luke. Luke was able to throw it out in front, and then a shot on goal save home from Chad Holmes. That's Holmes on home. Benoit shot from the blue line, save Chase Holm. DY with some offense. A centering feed was played away by Silva. It's the Dolphins setting up a shot from the point off the backboard.
Come on, Nick!
And the man gets dumped for Nauset. That's Nick Silva. It's advanced for Benoit. Steps into the slot shot, and looks like Holm just got a little piece of it. Now some pressure from DY. Gabe Caluro tries to clear it, and we get a whistle and a stoppage. And I think that touched something on the Nauset bench. All right, there we go. Number 7 is Zach Quenville. I have him as 28 on my roster, so 7 is Quenville. You know, now that I'm saying that, I think I made that mistake, or whatever you want to call it. If you want to call it a mistake. The other game that was broadcast. Brought in. Holm, the glove save on the wrister on the wing from Tom Julian.
Come on, White, pick it up.
No score. We have 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this first period. Austin able to get it out. And it'll be played back for John Purcell, across for Noah Clark. Nauset can't advance it through the neutral zone. Dennis-Yarmouth will send it back into the Nauset end. Behind his own net, played out by John Purcell. But it is a turnover and a shot from the point. Gloved down by Purcell. Now with a couple players coming together, it's Miles Walther getting to the puck. And Walther will hold on here, makes a move around one man, and advances through the neutral zone. Now crosses the DY blue line, but then ran into trouble in the form of Declan Tolley. Also getting it back, and a shot from Walther just going through the lip of the crease. Nauset's attempt, or Dennis's attempt to clear won't go initially, but now it is the Dolphins getting the puck out to center ice. Played down to Holm, who had it cocked and ready to play it ahead, but instead left it back for John Purcell, who skates up the near wing. Purcell, trouble in the neutral zone. Back for Noah Clark, who then plays it back into neutral ice. And now it's Zach Quenville playing it ahead. Warriors of Nauset sending it in to the offensive zone. A bouncing puck will be chased down by Ryan Redahan. And Redahan getting checked by Chad Holmes. Back out to neutral, and stumped in again by Ocean Fancy. More checking pressure from Nauset results in a turnover. Blast save Medeiros on the slapper from Cam Hull. And Fancy goes back behind his net. Fancy Angles it off the end boards. Cam Hull plays it down the ice. This is going to be icing. Time to tell you about our sponsors for this game. They include Cape Cod Healthcare and Cape Cod Healthcare's Urgent Care Centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience, in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment necessary. Visit www.capecodhealth.org for more information. Cape Cod Healthcare, urgent healthcare. On the offensive zone draw for Dennis, they'll try and make something happen here. They'll be chased down on the far side, and it'll be Hull playing it along. And a shot from the far side missing. Near point shot by Ray Ransom missed. Now it's loose in the far circle. Hull plays it ahead, and it's Gabe Caluro trying to move ahead, but it's forced back, and now it's Fancy for Nauset, playing it to his defensive partner, Hull. Two DY players in the offensive zone, played into the neutral zone. You can hear folks up here saying neutral zone is the problem, and certainly you can see that too. Loose puck, shot, as the man was falling there. Ben Winslow missing, but good effort by Winslow. Now another shot does not go on goal. And the man who shot that heading off for the change was CJ Still. Or was it actually Gabe Caluro, 6 or 8? I forget. Puck goes to the near side in the DY zone for Fancy, and he'll ring it around. Nothing more happening for Nauset. It's recontrolled by the Dolphins. Still a scoreless affair. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first period. This puck goes in on home, and it's played along the far side boards. And now it's Miles Walther getting out the center, getting around his man, getting the blue line, but then getting separated from the puck. Fancy will go in deep, and Fancy behind the net. Turned over, and Dennis-Yarmouth will clear. This will be icing. This game's also being brought to you by Monomoy Real Estate and Construction, servicing all your home buying, construction, and rental needs. Call them at 508-945-0460 or visit them online at monomoyrc.com. Cape Cod Refrigeration is a sponsor tonight. Family owned and operated since 1996, serving Provincetown, Truro, Wellfleet, Eastham, Orleans, Brewster, Chatham, and Harwich. Call them at 508-349-5821 or visit capecodrefrigeration.com. It's an offensive ball for Nauset after that icing. And it's played around the boards and is controlled at the point by John Purcell, whose shot hits the end boards. Less than 5 minutes remaining in this first period. No score here. Been a bit of a defensive struggle so far. Played out to center. Noah Clark got run up from behind by Trevor Luke. Nauset regaining possession, and it's Purcell playing it in. And Nauset giving chase. This loose puck in the circle, pounded off the glass, and it escapes the center. Race for the puck will be a 50-50 situation, but it is Dennis-Yarmouth getting it, and a shot, sharp angle from Josh Benoit. Save was made home. Glenville from the point, save made. There's the whistle. Dennis-Yarmouth player crashing in on home. Home didn't like that. That was Benoit.
Stay cool, stay cool. Chase. That was Shane blocking. Stay cool. There you go, 4. Stay cool, Chase, you're good.
Face off to the right of home. It's won by Nauset, and it's played around by Ocean Fancy. Goes to Hull, tried to get it across to Fancy, and he fanned on it. Fancy returns it to Hull. And Hull along the far side boards. Almost a turnover here. It'll go to Home, who played it along, and now it's lugged out to center ice by Ben Winslow. Winslow crosses the offensive blue line. Winslow now down below the goal line and ran into the net as he tried to center, and that results in the whistle. This game's being brought to you by Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank since 1851. Siemens Bank has continued their commitment to the community. 5 branches from Eastham to Provincetown. Siemens Bank is highly regarded for its community involvement and support with the local schools, businesses, nonprofit organizations through its charitable foundation. Siemens Bank would like to wish the Nauset Warriors a great season. And being brought to you tonight by Agway of Cape Cod, locally owned, family operated, serving the Cape for over 25 years with lawn, garden, wild bird, and pet supplies. Visit our 3 Agway locations in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham online at agwaycapecod.com.
Too much! Too much! Get the fuck up the ice!
Cam Hull plays along near just over 3 minutes to go in the first period. Loose puck is controlled by Dennis and played out center. Now it is regathered by Nauset. It's Cam Hull playing it over to Ocean Fancy. Fancy ahead, but then a Dennis player was able to dump it in. Holmes stops it behind his net. Hull tipped off the stick of Nick Silva. Stabbed ahead, but then back for Hull just inside of his own blue line. Hull angles it off the boards. There's Nick Silva to pound it into the DUI zone. And those players we just mentioned heading off for the change. New players out on the ice getting immediately involved. Zone with 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first period. Still no score. Out to center. Look out here for possibility of advancement from Caleb Tolley, but Nauset getting back in time. And Noah Clark turns near side. And that's Nauset beating the forecheck. 37 on 2, you just saw there. That was Shane Silva getting hit. That is Tyler McFarland that will head to the penalty box. And late in the first period, it is Nauset getting its second power play. They're 0 for 1. And they said tripping. Either way you slice it. The infraction results in the Nauset man advantage. Hull turns it over to Walther, right in the slot. Shot missing. And it goes back for Walther. At the point, now straight away, he'll distribute to the left. Or I'm sorry, that was Hull. Now it's Walther. Pass.
Come on.
And nothing happening there, and it's hammered down the ice.
On you! This side!
By the captain of Dennis-Yarmouth, that was Benoit. Just over a minute remaining in the first. Just a few seconds more on the penalty than on the first period clock. Dennis-Yarmouth got some shorthanded time, shorthanded offense on the last Nauset power play. "40 seconds left in the first.
40 seconds!
And cleared down by DY.
Hey, let him know the time. 31.
Played ahead, here's a turnover. Making the move and shooting it, Trevor Luke, save made home. Loose puck is taken and skated ahead by Winslow. Winslow, forced wide. Thrown out, and it goes across with 10 seconds left. And jammed out to center. And it looks like we'll skate into the locker room with the zeros on the scoreboard, and that is the case as Hull peels back. And that does it. Scoreless through 15 minutes and just 4 seconds of power play time will carry over to the second period. We will take a break and have the second period for you here in Orleans on this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. The second period is about to start, and now it is underway. It is the Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week between Dennis-Yarmouth and Nauset. We start things off with a chance for Dennis right in front of the Nauset net. Banging away was a player there, not able to get that one home. And then it's out of play from Matt Walsh. This is a DY squad that's finished the last several seasons well under 500. If I'm looking at the information correctly, the last time that they made the postseason was the 2013-2014 campaign. First round Division II South lost to Coyle and Cassidy. Looking for some more success in the years to come. This year is not going to be the year. But they're playing an Nauset team that's better than them on paper. They're playing them pretty tough right now. Here's Miles Walters' offering, and that one is handled by Connor Medeiros. Connor Medeiros, the senior goalie. Andrew Medeiros, the freshman forward. Handful of players on this DY squad that are related.
Go, Ryan! Do it.
That puck came pretty high up in the air. We had a puck come up here during warm-ups. Young lady to my right who's filming the game just about had her head taken off.
Go!
She said her life flashed before her eyes, but the puck didn't hit anybody, so that's good. Shane Silva playing along the far side, rides the dasher for a moment before it's taken by Tom Julian, and Julian is able to dump it in before heading off the bench for a change. Here's a shot taken that was blocked. That one from Griff Feely. And out to center. Now it's back for Declan Tolley. Tolley played to the head, perhaps off the stick of Griff Feely, perhaps not. Perhaps it's called icing. Both teams missing some players tonight for Nauset. Nick Dodoli, CJ Still, Gordon Winkler are all out for injuries. Head coach Lou Alberti for Dennis-Yarmouth indicating Jacob Vincent, Andrew Medeiros, the player I mentioned just a moment ago, Hunter Bullette, Adam, or make that Aiden or Alden O'Reilly, got it right in the third try, Cole Runseville and Cam Dupe are all missing in action. This is icing on Nauset. Well, this has certainly been a slow start. The first period, Nauset didn't generate a whole lot on offense. They had 2 power plays. And Dennis-Yarmouth just taking whatever puck-related opportunities they get and making the most of it, but their offense hasn't looked great either, and this is icing once again on Nauset. We've got plenty more Cape Cod High School hockey coming up this month. Our next game is going to be in just a few days. It'll be Barnstable at Falmouth, and then yours truly gets to visit Nantucket. And yours truly is very excited about that. Next Monday. We'll get the upcoming schedule a little bit more later on in this broadcast. Well, we played
JJ, get up the ice!
just about 3 minutes here in this second period. Still looking for our first score. Pack house here at Charles Moore Arena, as you can see on occasion with the camera flipping over to the right. Looking for something to cheer about here. This will be tracked down by JJ Alger to the point. Shot was blocked, and it bounced fortuitously to Cam Hull, who plays in deep. Now a centering attempt by Miles Walther was blocked. Now he does get it out. It's Ocean Fancy across, one-timer. Kick save made by Connor Medeiros on the offering from Hull. And it's punched along. Hull loves it down, but Nauset is forced out to center ice. It is Josh Benoit playing it ahead, and this is icing on Dennis-Yarmouth. So Nauset gets an offensive zone draw. And we talked about absences for Nauset. A couple of players that are in the lineup, haven't seen them yet, don't know if we will, but they're at least in the lineup tonight from the JV squad. We've got Zach Roberts and Cam Vidrino for Nauset. Big open ice check, and they're going to call that a penalty. And then, let's see.
Delayed reaction.
So initially, it was Ryan Redahan blasting Tom Julian, and then returning the favor was Declan Tully. Thought that was a clean open ice hit. It was a delayed reaction. Ryan Redahan, though, is going to the penalty box, and it is Dennis-Yarmouth getting its first power play of the game. I thought that was a clean open ice hit, but I am not wearing the stripes. So opportunity for Dennis-Yarmouth here on their first power play of the game, far side of the ice. Trevor Luke's shot. It goes out of play. It may have touched Nauset defender. Brought in by Zach Quenville. Puck in the corner. Power play is about a quarter over. Behind the Nauset net. It's sent along to the near side. Pinching in is Quenville to send it down low. Back through him at the point. Quenville, a one-on-one battle with Ben Winslow. Winslow gets banged. And it's Benoit behind his own net, and here's the DY breakout.
Watch floater!
The puck is left for Quenville. He'll cross the line, and he'll drop it for Tom Julian, who looks to return it. It is picked up and shot wide, or, well, it was Trevor Luke shooting it. I think puck went out of play. Got a whistle and a stoppage. 44 seconds remaining on the power play. 5 minutes exactly off the clock.
This guy's my quote.
And cleared down the ice by Nauset. It will be grabbed by Miles Walters, shorthanded. He will just shoot from the neutral zone, and the save was made by Medeiros.
20 seconds!
Power play rapidly coming to an end here for Dennis-Yarmouth. It's passed ahead, and now lumbering forward is Will Vincent. Vincent gains the line, and he'll chase it wide to the far half wall, and then get sent down to the ice by Miles Walther. And puck sent back out to center ice. Back to even strength hockey. And no icing. Oh, nope. It is an icing call against Nauset. Icing rules are a little bit different here at the high school level. Still learning some stuff on the fly. Even strength hockey and still scoreless. dumped in from the neutral zone by Ocean Fancy. It goes to the near side, and we got a bird's eye view of 21 hitting 20. That was Chad Holmes on Ryan Redahan.
Give it to him, center it!
Puck comes out in front. Locked up there was Redahan. Circling back is Josh Benoit. Benoit flips it out to center. Takes an interesting bounce, and it's played by Nauset on the near side boards. Loose puck will be advanced by Redahan, but he was well defended by Quenneville. And this defensive struggle continues as we are just about at the halfway point of the game.
Figure out where to change!
Chad Holmes ahead, Zach Quenneville, right up the gut. Quenneville will just dash it on the backhand to the near side. And it's grabbed by a Nauset player who advances. This is and a penalty. Nope, the light offside actually. And a whistle. Well, let's tell you about our sponsors for this game. They include Cape Cod Healthcare, and Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Visit www.capecodhealth.org for more information. And this game is being sponsored by Monomoy Real Estate and Construction, offering real estate, construction management, and development services. Give them a call at 508-945-0460 or visit their website, monomoyrc.com. Nauset Warriors are able to clear. It is controlled here in his own zone by Declan Tully. And puck right to Noah Clark in the neutral zone, who dumps it in. Tully plays it ahead. Back again from his own zone. He'll be chased down by John Purcell. He's got a player on him. He rings it around the boards.
Useless. That's absolutely useless. Why can't you go like this?
And Walther goes behind his own net. Plays to the near side. And it goes to the stick of Declan Tully, who sends it back in. Under 7 minutes to go in this second period. Still donuts on the scoreboard. Tully. Puck went into a host of players. Taking out of that was Will Vincent. And Vincent lost control of the puck to Miles Walther, and an offside call here. This game is being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration. If you need service for your commercial refrigeration, heating, or air conditioning system, call them at 508-349-5821 or visit capecodrefrigeration.com. Neutral zone draw with 6:40 remaining in the second period. It is won by the Warriors, and it's angled off the near side boards and by Cam Hull. And now it's caught on the near half wall. And passed along by Ben Winslow. Shot in front by Walther off the back of the net. And they give him a few seconds there to chop it off. And we play on. Ocean Fancy keeping it in on the blue line, but there's a few DY players there, and they work it out. Pass to the near side for Caleb Tully. Tully, little half-speed shot that is easily sticked away by Chase Holmes. A loose puck off a chest pawn situation, and also trying to advance, but they aren't able to get it deep before it's recontrolled by Dennis-Yarmouth. It's Zach Quenneville playing it out. Jammed off the boards, but not enough oomph on that one. Shot home, makes a save, rebound in front, score! It is Josh Benoit. On the turnover, Nauset did not clear, and DY took advantage.
Keep it up, boys.
Yep. 5:43 remaining in the second period. Shipped right into the middle, and Matt Walsh couldn't clear it. Here's Redahan, backhanding it across from the near side. Fancy pinches in. caught there on the half wall. Dennis-Yarmouth able to clear, and it's played back by Shane Silva. Cam Hull to the near side is a chip and chase for Redahan. Just turns it out in front. It bounces on back for Hull. Hull couldn't keep it in. Now less than 5 minutes to go in this second period. Dennis-Yarmouth with the 1-0 lead. Shane Silva playing it in. Matt Walsh, puck on the string as he pulled it away from his man, and now it's backhanded in by Benoit off the glass behind the Nauset net. Chase down the near side. And in his own zone, Declan Tully tried to clear, but he couldn't. It's played in deep by Gabe Caluro. Now behind, it's pushed to the near side by Nick Silva, back to Caluro. Caluro rushes it back for Hull, right back to Caluro, flipped it out in front, and that was one of the best looking offensive sequences for Nauset. And a penalty's coming up for Nauset. Player got tripped up on the blue line.
The defenseman, the puck comes into the slot, and he's on the other side of the defenseman. He's letting the defenseman front them.
And Dennis-Yarmouth is getting its second power play of the game. Ocean Fancy is being penalized. Dennis-Yarmouth is 0 for 1. Tom Julian plays it ahead. Griff Feely through the neutral zone. Feely a long route across the blue line. On the left side. Feely back for Josh Benoit. Benoit to Feely. And more interchanging here. Benoit reaches for it, stabbed out. Nauset looking for the break here. Benoit gets sent down to the ice. Nauset will just send it in to the DY zone, and now they've got it in the offensive zone, shorthanded, but losing it, and Benoit gets it back. A long pass for Trevor Luke. Luke tried to advance. The puck was stabbed away from him, and Nauset clears. Just 3 minutes remaining in the second period.
Ryan! Go get it! No help! No help! No help!
Sent into
no help! No
the
help!
Nauset zone. Shane Silva will send it back, looking to kill time off here, but it's actually the Dolphins getting control of this puck. A puck sent on through to the far side. And a little chip around by Declan Tully, but then Nauset gets it out.
Eat it! High help! High help! High help!
2:15 remaining in the second period. Power play down to less than 20 seconds for DY. Caleb Tully trying to advance on the near side in the neutral zone. Gets shoved down. Dumped into the Nauset zone. It's Hull grabbing it, and it's hurled down the ice. A lot of commotion happening. Power play is over.
Can't shoot the guy's stick away. Can't shoot the guy's stick away. Go, Hunter!
Ransom. Plays it far side. It goes back though for a blasting rebound. Oh, there was a chance there. It was Hull shooting it, and right on the doorstep was Hunter Coughlin. Loose puck at center ice. With just 80 seconds remaining in the second. Puck staying in play. Hull bats it. Puck in the slot. Caluro couldn't handle it. Cleared out by Dennis-Yarmouth. And this will be icing on the Dolphins. Our sponsors are also for this game tonight, Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank. Siemens partners with great organizations like the Cape Cod Children's Place to support local families, make a better life here on the Cape. Please go to their website, www.siemensbank.com, to learn what Siemens may be able to do for you and your family.
There you go, Ben.
Offensive zone draw for Nauset. It's a win. It's Hull from the near point, sending it down low. Matt Walsh playing along the far side, and now it's Tom Julian getting it out the center, race for the puck. Hull gets to it first. Backhands it along the near side from his own zone. And now here's Walter with less than a minute to go. Walter passes, and it's a shot save. Rebound in front. That was shot taken by Caloro. Nauset's offense starting to warm to the task here. Clearing attempt won't work. Hull's shot is blocked. Kept in. Less than a half minute remaining in the second. Can Nauset get the equalizer? And the puck is locked up, and we get a whistle. And so that also gives us time to tell you about our final sponsor for tonight's game. Agway of Cape Cod, your local source for the pet food and supplies you need to keep your four-legged family members happy and healthy. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. 21.8 seconds remaining in the second. 1-0 to score. Dennis-Yarmouth leads, but Nauset wins the faceoff. A shot is blocked. The second opportunity from Winslow was wide of the net. 13 seconds left. Hull chips it down low, and man trying to feed it out in front was Ben Winslow, but he got slammed by Matt Walsh, and the puck is underneath Winslow. So 5.6 seconds left, and Nauset will get another offensive zone draw here. Chase Holm will stay in his net, so it'll be Nauset keeping the 5 skaters out there. Not able to win this one cleanly, and we'll skate to the locker room. At 1-0, Dennis-Yarmouth grabbing the lead with the only goal scored of this contest in the second period. 15 more minutes of hockey left here at Charles Moore Arena in this rivalry match between Nauset High School and Dennis-Yarmouth Regional High School. Dennis-Yarmouth only one win all season. They're looking to double their win total against the team in Nauset. Every win is important for them as they try and finish 500 and make the MIAA postseason. 1-0 to score after 2 periods of play. We'll take a break and have the conclusion to this one coming up in just a little bit. Yo, yo, yo. Third period about to begin here at Charles Moore Arena on this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. It is Nauset versus Dennis-Yarmouth. And Nauset is down 1-0 on a second period goal from Josh Benoit, who has been one of the team's leaders this season. Benoit on the assist from Trevor Luke. It happened when the Warriors were unable to clear a puck out of their zone, and it was a shot on goal and the rebound for Benoit. That is how we are at our 1-0 score after 2 periods of play. And let us see if the Nauset Warriors can pop one in the final 15 minutes. Off to a good start here as it's brought in by Miles Walther. Shot, score! 13 seconds into the third. Miles Walther into the zone, puck into the net. And Miles Walther continues to do his thing. He's up now to 13 goals on the season. Leader of this Nauset squad as far as goals. Unassisted goal for Walther.
Opposite! Move it!
Played right in front of the Nauset net by Ocean Fancy. And now down the ice. And icing on Nauset. Well, this was interesting reading this article about
let's go, Warriors! Do your job here!
The possibility of Dennis-Yarmouth, despite only having 1 win, they had, and I think now that is 0. They had a slim chance to qualify for the Division III postseason. The Sullivan rule, where they play in a league where all the teams in a higher division and only games against team in its division or lower count towards tournament qualification.
Get him out!
However, that was before Dennis then took on
Do your job, White.
Nantucket
Let's
last
go, Ryan.
Thursday.
Get down.
They lost 2-0 to Nantucket, and they also had to beat Bishop Stang, and they lost to Bishop Stang 4-2. So their slim chances went down to 0 as a result. And this is icing again on Nauset. So we mentioned the Chowder Cup that these two teams played, the inaugural one that happened earlier this season. Not just the varsity hockey teams, it was a full day of sports between Nauset and Dennis-Yarmouth to raise funds, I believe, for the Yarmouth Police Department for
Shane, hurry up.
remembrance of Sean Gannon, the Yarmouth police officer who was shot and killed last year. Here is a pass in front, and missing was Ben Winslow. Talk more about that in a second. What we were just talking about a moment ago. And right now, as this puck is covered up. So this year, Dennis-Yarmouth dedicating its season to Officer Gannon and wearing a patch on their jerseys that says Gannon Strong. Gannon says Gannon YPD Strong. And obviously many different moments over the last year where funds have been raised for police officers and for the family of Gannon and so on and so forth, and lots of support, not just in the Dennis-Yarmouth community, but obviously Cape-wide.
Time! Weak side.
Puck in the Nauset zone. The Warriors unable to clear.
Got to step forward and go backside with that. With it, so this guy can keep throwing him up the strong side.
Puck went out of play. We'll have a face-off here to the left of Chase Holm. Played 2 minutes and 23 seconds of this third period.
Body up! Come on. Good! Well done.
This is cleared out of play by Cam Hull.
Weak side!
Off this face-off, it is cleared out the center. Shane Silva unable to continue his advancement, but it is Nauset with the puck possession here. Side of the net. Medeiros pounces on it, and he might have gotten a whack there as players congregate. And nothing further. As we have played now 3 minutes and 13 seconds of this third period, and a face-off in the Dennis-Yarmouth zone. It's a shot, big kick saved by Medeiros, big rebound after the shot came in from Noah Clark.
Easy off the wall!
Played by Declan Tully out to the neutral zone, sent right back into the DYN by August And. First time we're saying his name. Clear attempt by the Dolphins. The puck goes back, and now it is DY able to get it out, and now it's advanced. Josh Benoit, shot right on. Holm makes the save, and nothing further. Gotta watch out for Benoit.
Skate!
Played near side by Ryan Redahan.
Ryan, come on!
And now played ahead. Hand couldn't handle it. No pun intended.
Noah, watch the play!
And Benoit now for Trevor Luke, who got it into the offensive zone. Benoit, a shot from the near half wall. Save made by Chase Holm. Kept in by the Dolphins. Dolphins with those green and white jerseys, the gradient jerseys. Hunter Coughlin to the left side, and this will not be icing as it's right in on Medeiros, the Dennis-Yarmouth goalie, who covers up. Anxious moments here, tied at 1. Benoit scoring for Dennis-Yarmouth in the second. Here in the third, it was Walther, just 13 seconds in. It's a face-off win for Nauset, and Fancy able to keep it in. Puck stays in the zone, and eventually now Dennis-Yarmouth able to get it out. Near side, sent back by Cam Hull, but then finding it is Tom Julian to play it in. Plenty of time for Ocean Fancy. Goes around the far side, kept in at the point, shot wide of the net by Matt Walsh. Hull rushes it. Chopped far side. Dolphins able to keep this in. Fancy clears it off of a teammate. That's Winslow.
Go to him! Backside, Shane!
Sharp angle shot. Save made by Holm on the offering from Griff Feely. Zach Quenville was unable to get the rebound. A lot of English on the puck. It's Winslow the other way, passing to Shane Silva. Silva having trouble handling. Right in front of the net and sent wide by Walther. Now a shot from the point, and that one would not go from John Purcell. It's backhand. Hull's slapper saved Medeiros. Right on, no rebound given up. Why don't we tell you about our sponsors for tonight's game? And they are Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience, in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment necessary. Visit www.capehealth.org for more information. Cape Cod Healthcare, urgent care. Slapper, save, rebound just wide. Redahan with the shot. And then it was there in the spot for a moment. Rister, good sliding effort. There to disrupt things from Tyler McFarland for Dennis-Yarmouth. Right off the backboards in front, Holm was alert. And he melts it down. We want to thank our sponsors for this game, Monomoy Real Estate and Construction, providing a unique, comprehensive, and highly personalized service to the regional real estate community. Let them help you create your own Cape Cod real estate reality. 508-945-0460, monomoyrc.com. Off this face-off in the Nauset end. Controlled by the home team. Rung around the near side boards. Icing on Nauset. This game is being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration in North Truro. Call 508-349-5821 today to schedule a job or get a free quote. They install Mitsubishi ductless air conditioning and heating systems that are quiet and efficient. And they specialize in the engineering, installation, and maintenance of commercial refrigeration systems. Benoit reaches for this one, and he falls. His number 9 counterpart, Purcell, reaches in. I hit the padding on the stanchion. And it's Purcell bringing it ahead. Purcell then gets checked on the end boards in the DY zone. In pursuit, August Hand. Now it's on the near side. Dennis-Yarmouth unable to clear. Keep in by Purcell. Now it is cleared, and high sticking call. It was a whistle dead for a high stick, I think, was the signal. It's a good thing I wear glasses, because otherwise I don't think I'd be able to see anything down there. Advanced by Tom Julian. Julian backhands it along. Now continues to pursue the puck. This bouncing puck, look at it. Nauset can't clear. Loading up and firing Matt Walsh. Glove save made by Chase Holm.
Nice job, 3-0.
And we'll have a face-off in the Nauset zone with 7:18 remaining in the third period. Jim McCabe here with you live for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Charles Moore Arena in Orleans. Nauset and Dennis-Yarmouth tied at 1.
Help!
Loose puck behind the Nauset net, turned out in front. And Ben Winslow plays it out. It's grabbed by DY once again off the top of the glass. It is dumped in. Puck pursuit. Hull gets to a first, but went right off the stick of Zach Weber. But then Hull got it back, and it's Shane Silva playing it out to center ice. Griff Feely will play it back to a DY defenseman who gets it out, not deep into center ice. Initially. Now the puck is in the Nauset zone. Ocean Fancy turning and passing to Shane Silva. It goes back to Fancy. Hull, the pass. To the near side, there's a Dennis-Yarmouth player on it. It's Benoit. Blue line wrister, save made home. 6 minutes and change remaining in the third period. Here is Shane Silva. with a little bit of space on the left side in the VUI zone. Drop. Ben Winslow not ready.
How many times do you do that self-practice?
Buzzing around the VUI net. The puck comes back. Purcell's shot. What did that hit? Maybe the blocker of Medeiros. Took a weird rebound trajectory. It's Purcell again. That one was blocked. Punched out to center ice. Hull. Purcell. Dumping it diagonally. Comes to rest on the far half wall where a congregation of players meet. And now it's ripped out for Hull. Circle shot. And that one will go out of play. Tonight's game is sponsored by Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank, serving the Lower Cape communities from Provincetown to Brewster by providing loans for first-time home buyers or anyone starting a new business. And they continue to be the quintessential community institution. Please like them on Facebook or go to their website to learn more. And Agway of Cape Cod, their greenhouses are year-round and stocked with beautiful and easy to care for houseplants, as well as great unique gifts. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. 5 minutes exactly remaining in the third. 1-1 the score. One goal scored here in this third. It was Miles Walther.
Ryan, take the puck!
Will Vincent will eventually get a shot off. He was in the slot initially, but warded off and had to shoot it from the circle. Easy save made for home. Slapper from the point. Ransom, it was blocked. And now it's Purcell the other way for Nauset.
Gate, cover! Gate, stay back!
Purcell will dump it and chase, or rather change, not chase. Puck in the Dennis-Yarmouth zone. It's Tom Julian playing it to the near side. Nothing happening there for Nauset as DY tried to rush out. Race for the puck will be chopped back to Hull from Clark. Now a turnover right at center ice, and it's dumped into the Nauset zone by Griff Feely. Hull turns, looks for the option, off the glass, past Griff Feely. Played around by Zach Quenville and out to center ice. Ocean Fancy backpedals a little bit. Now it's pretty Fancy and deep into the Nauset end. Fancy, far side. Hoffman. Tyler Hoffman jams it off the boards and it goes ahead. JJ Aldra will pursue it, but he won't get to this. It'll be spiked away from him. And now it's a rush for the Dolphins. Hull.
Come on, JJ.
Ahead. JJ Aldra overtaken. Julian and Hull come together on the end boards. Played around. Or Winslow. Winslow gets it out the center from the red line. It's roped along by Walsh, and then it touched somebody on the Nauset bench, and we get a whistle and a stoppage. We're down to 2:59 in the third. Dennis-Yarmouth has tied twice this season. Nauset has not tied at all. They're 7 wins and 7 losses. One of these teams has about 3 more minutes. Perhaps the next goal will win. Right in front, Shane Silva couldn't get a shot off. And plenty of forechecking pressure here from Nauset. It's the Dolphins getting it out. Just sent wide of the net by Trevor Luke. With players. Now a pass in the circle. Benoit turns, it's blocked. It sits there in the slot. Pinballing around. Oh, it was right there, Benoit on the doorstep, but it didn't go to him. Benoit behind the net. Tried to get it out in front. And again, he does this time. Was a little hook pass there from Ransom. A shot on goal, save made home. And it's cleared. Anxious moments here. 100 seconds remaining in the game. Hull, pass. Shane Silva gets across the blue line. Kept in by Walther. And ripped down low. Dennis-Yarmouth had a great chance a moment ago with that scramble in front of the net. For a split second, it looked like Benoit was going to get the puck and be one-on-one with Holm.
Go!
Shane Silva, or rather Cam Hull played it ahead looking for Shane Silva. And now it's Fancy his own blue line, back to Hull. Fancy having trouble controlling this.
Move it up
looking
the ice!
for Hull, turnover to Griff Feely.
Restart!
Feely rings it around.
55.
Less than a minute to go. Almost a pass out in front for Feely. He was chopped down. Feely can't get to this. Instead, it's Ryan Redahan on the far side. Played ahead in the skates of Silva, Shane Silva. Now rushing ahead with this is Redahan. Redahan going wide. Redahan escapes the checking pressure, tries to wrap around. That wouldn't go. Now it's Fancy unable to keep it in. Less than a half minute remaining. Loose puck. Offside on Dennis-Yarmouth. 18.2 seconds left.
Get the time!
And timeout is being called by Nauset. And that is going to give us time to tell you about our upcoming schedule for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. So Barnstable at Falmouth on Saturday. It is Upper Cape Tech at Nantucket on Monday. Mashpee Monomoy at John Paul II and Dennis-Yarmouth at Sandwich next Wednesday. It'll be a doubleheader. Martha's Vineyard at Cape Tech 6 days later on February 19th. And don't worry, you don't need to look at the calendar. I'll just tell you that's going to be a Tuesday. The following day will be our final Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week for the regular season. That is going to be Bourne versus Westwood. And yes, Westwood is not a Cape team, but we did a little bit of rescheduling and decided to add Bourne, even though they're not playing a Cape team. They don't play too many of them. Want to get Bourne on the schedule at least once. Was sad about not being able to call the Canal Cup. That was an absolute thriller from the looks of it. And then it's the postseason, and stay tuned for possible coverage of the postseason involving these Cape Cod teams. 18.2 seconds. It's going to be a neutral zone draw. And you get the feeling that if one team or another doesn't win it cleanly, that might be all she wrote. Now, 18.2 seconds is a lot of time to set something up, but another 5-6 seconds goes off the scoreboard before anything happens, then that might be it. Now, I think Dennis-Yarmouth must have also called timeout. I think we've got back-to-back timeouts here. Here at Charles tonight, they haven't had a lot to cheer about, but every game here for Nauset that I've been lucky enough to call this season here at Charles Moore Arena, the stands have been packed. Great support. And here we go. Last 18.2 seconds left. Walther versus Benoit on this draw, and it's tied up, but it's pushed ahead by Ocean Fancy to the near side. Shane Silva trying to keep it in. Dennis-Yarmouth is going to get the clear with less than 10 seconds left. One more possible situation here. Hull's reaching for it. The pass is in the skates of Shane Silva, and that'll do it. This game is a 1-1 tie. Nauset will fall, or their record will change to 7-7-1. And Dennis-Yarmouth coming close to its first league conference win of the season. They had the lead through 2 periods of play. They have won 1 game overall this season, but are not able to double that win total. So they are now 1-13-3. And that does it for regular season coverage for Nauset. And want to just say thanks so much for the folks here at Charles Moore Arena and staff at Nauset High School for providing stats. And Nauset will kind of hold a special place in my heart for being the first game that the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week was able to cover, of course, is Mashpee Monomoy, of course. And we've got another Dennis-Yarmouth game coming up, as I mentioned the schedule. It will be against Sandwich in 1 week's time. So DY versus Sandwich, and that will be at Gowl Arena. Dennis-Yarmouth's next game on the schedule is going to be Marshfield, and that'll be at Marshfield, so it'll be at Hobmock Ice Arena in Pembroke on Saturday at 5 p.m. And the next game for Nauset is going to be on Saturday. They will take on Sandwich, and that'll be here at Charles Moore Arena at 6 p.m. So thanks for being with us here on a Wednesday night. Again, the final score, Dennis-Yarmouth and Nauset tying at 1. The goal scorers, Josh Benoit for DY and Miles Walther for Nauset. This is Jim McCabe saying so long for now.